Well, Aja, there were some really improved performances within that game against the Lynx. You played them now 4 times this season. What did you take out from the third time you played them to what you did today? Because it certainly looked like there were a lot of changes in the way that you went about the Lynx today.
Yeah, we make adjustments. I think we defensively looked really good on the defensive end, holding a top-notch offensive team to 80. Although they got a lot of free throws, I think that we did what we wanted to do on the defensive end, and we'll just keep building on the offensive end and getting ourselves over that 65-point mark.
It certainly looked like, because I watched the game a week ago here, and it definitely looked like the tempo changed in the way that you moved the ball. You were playing at one pace when you played Perth last time. It looked like you played at different paces. Is that sort of an adjustment that you made with this team?
It is. More ball movement, more getting downhill. I think that's collectively what we're trying to do on the offensive end, whether we're playing Perth or anyone else. And we showed spurts of it today, so it's something to be proud of.
Does it feel like parts of this is coming together? Because certainly, like, it wasn't a great situation when you were halfway through the third term against Townsville on Tuesday, but after that seemed to lift quite a bit, and you were able to put some points on the board, you were able to get some transition points. Even today, like, you had 15 points from turnover, you had 14 fast break points. You had none of that last week when you played Perth in that same game. All
positives, all things that we need to make sure we keep stacking on, and yeah, look, it's don't count us out yet. It's coming. It's coming.
And Steph, for yourself, like, you know, you've obviously been hitting the scoreboard a lot more in recent times. So you had another 14 today. It looks like you're taking that uber aggressive approach that I think we spoke about it earlier in the season. And does it feel like you're picking your moments as to when to go and when to, like, hold on, so to speak?
Yeah, reading the game a little bit better at times. Spacing helps. I feel like I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable out there for sure.
All the top teams in a glut had that week after week, and now you get to play against the team the last time you've been.
Yeah.
Does it feel like what you've had in this group of difficulty is going to now allow you to be better when you come up against teams around you on the ladder?
Yeah, hopefully. Our last, 6 games against the bottom 5 teams, so we're going to try have a real run for finals at the end of the season, and hopefully these challenging times will help us.
Do you feel that you've learnt from having this sort of a challenge?
Yeah, I think we're learning every week. We learn something new every game, and we're getting better and better at our principles, and hopefully we continue to trend in that direction.
And just quickly from me, Charlotte Whitaker, she's settling in well by the looks of things, so starting to get her idea about where you want her for spacing, for where she is on the court. She showed some nice signs off the ball today.
Absolutely.
Is that just a case of, like you've talked about, stacking days and getting her to play the position that you want?
Yeah, she's done well. She's learning. She's picking up. She's a smart girl. She's brought us what we need in that physicality in the big position, and yeah, she's finding her feet, which is going to be really helpful for us in this last stretch.
If there's anyone on Zoom, you can ask a question now, please.
Yeah, hey Aja, it's Seb from AAP.
Hey Seb.
Hey, what do you, just on the kind of some of the questions before, what do you kind of think the next step for this side is that you need just to get that win under your belts?
A lot of it is mentality. I think we need to believe we can win. Next play, like don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about a turnover, and just make sure that we're staying together and going on to that next play.
Obviously, you took on Townsville earlier this week, and now Perth. How kind of good do you think is it for the girls to play some of this really top opposition in the WNBL?
It's great. Look, I respect every team in this league, but in my mind, no one is unbeatable. And they're great measurements to where we are, how we're developing, how we're learning each other, how we're learning the system, and we just keep building on that. And you know, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Is that the quote? Something like that.
That is.
I did it.
And Steph, just one question from me. Obviously, we saw Dallas Lockridge get another 25 points today. She was pretty big for you guys. Do you kind of think that she deserves to be in the conversation for breakout player of the year?
Yeah, 100%. She's had a big opportunity this year as a starting point guard, and she's really grabbed it with 2 hands. She's probably one of our best scorers, if not our best scorer, and she's continuing to grow. So for sure, she would be one of the big main names in that conversation.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't do it.